The world of rock and roll lost to Titan, a man whose voice defined a genre and whose life embodied its wild, untamed spirit. John Michael Ozzy Osbourne, the Prince of Darkness, the godfather of heavy metal, passed away on July 22, 2025, leaving behind a legacy that resonates through decades of music, rebellion, and reinvention. Known for his haunting wail with Black Sabbath and his larger-than-life persona, Ozzy's journey was one of dizzying highs and crushing lows, from the gritty streets of Birmingham to global stardom. Today, we'll walk through the story of his life, his age, family, net worth, lifestyle, and the circumstances surrounding his passing. This is a tale of a man who lived unapologetically, loved fiercely, and left an indelible mark on the world. So, let's dive into the life of Ozzy Osbourne, a legend who made the world a little louder and a lot more fearless. Born on December 3, 1948, in Aston, Birmingham, England, Ozzy Osbourne was 76 years old when he passed away in his Buckinghamshire home, surrounded by his family. The fourth of 6 children in a working-class family, Ozzy grew up in a cramped home with no indoor plumbing, his father a toolmaker and his mother a factory worker. Struggling with dyslexia and ADHD, he dropped out of school at 15, taking odd jobs from slaughterhouse worker to car horn tester. A brief stint in prison for burglary at 17 could have derailed him, but music became his salvation. Inspired by the Beatles, he placed a flyer reading Ozzy Zigmead's gig and joined forces with Tony Iommi, Geezer Butler, and Bill Ward to form Black Sabbath in 1968. Their dark, heavy sound, named after a Boris Karloff film, birthed heavy metal with albums like Paranoid, 1970, and Master of Reality, 1971. Ozzy's eerie vocals and theatrical presence made him a star, but his battle with addiction led to his firing from the band in 1979. Undeterred, he launched a solo career with Blizzard of Oz, 1980, featuring hits like Crazy Train, and went on to sell over 100 million records. Ozzy's family was both his anchor and his stage. He married Thelma Riley in 1971, adopting her son Elliot Kingsley and fathering Jessica and Louis Osbourne. The marriage crumbled under his substance abuse, ending in 1982. That same year, he married Sharon Arden, daughter of his former manager Don Arden, who became his manager and soulmate. Sharon, born in 1952, guided Ozzy's career with fierce loyalty, helping him navigate addiction and fame. They had 3 children: Amy, Kelly, and Jack Osbourne, who became household names through the MTV reality show The Osbournes, 2002 to 2005. The show, a chaotic glimpse into their lives, made Ozzy a lovable, if foul-mouthed, patriarch, earning the family $5 million per season after renegotiations. Ozzy and Jack later starred in Ozzy and Jack's World Detour, 2016 to 2018, exploring historical sites. Sharon, a TV personality and former X Factor judge, was Ozzy's rock, especially after a 1989 incident where he attempted to strangle her while intoxicated. They reconciled, renewing their vows in 2017. Ozzy's 6 children, several grandchildren, and Sharon survived him, with tributes from Kelly and Jack highlighting his role as a devoted, if unconventional, father. Ozzy's lifestyle was the stuff of legend, a blend of excess and redemption. He split time between a mansion in Hancock Park, Los Angeles, and Welders House in Buckinghamshire, where he spent his final years. His homes reflected his wealth but also his roots, with the Buckinghamshire estate a return to his English origins. Ozzy embraced the rock star life, cocaine, alcohol, heroin, and more, admitting in his 2009 autobiography "I Am Ozzy" to 40 years of heavy substance use. Infamous incidents, like biting the head off a bat in 1982, mistaking it for a prop, and urinating on the Alamo in 1982, cemented his wild reputation. Yet, he found peace in sobriety, particularly in the 2000s, and in simple joys. Watching TV, collecting war memorabilia, and cheering for Aston Villa Football Club. His love for Sharon was unwavering. He called meeting her the best moment of his life, a sentiment echoed by friend Morgan on X, "Truly one of the funniest people I've ever known." Ozzy's humor shone through on the Osbournes, where his confused rants and cries of Sharon became meme gold. His net worth, estimated at $220 million at the time of his death, was a testament to his enduring success. Black Sabbath and his solo career, with 13 albums like Diary of a Madman, 1981, and Patient Number 9, 2022, generated millions through album sales and tours. Ozfest, the metal festival Sharon launched in 1996, grossed over $100 million and boosted bands like Slipknot and Tool. The Osbournes earned $80,000 per episode in its first season, with later seasons netting millions. Ozzy's ventures included endorsements for I Can't Believe It's Not Butter, a Workday Super Bowl ad, and a metal casino partnership offering fans concert tickets. He was a playable character in Guitar Hero World Tour and released a branded slots game with NetEnt. Real estate, including a $12.999 million Hidden Hills mansion, added to his wealth. Sharon's business acumen, managing acts like the Smashing Pumpkins, amplified their fortune, estimated at $251 million combined. Ozzy's health battles shaped his later years. Diagnosed with Parkinson, a form of Parkinson's disease, in 2019 after a fall, he struggled with mobility, often performing from a throne, as at his final concert on July 5, 2025, in Birmingham. The Back to the Beginning show reunited Black Sabbath's original lineup, with tributes from Metallica, Guns N' Roses, and Youngblood. Ozzy told 42,000 fans, "You've no idea how I feel, thank you from the bottom of my heart." A 2003 ATV accident left him with a broken collarbone, fractured ribs, and damaged vertebrae, requiring emergency surgery. He battled emphysema and feared COVID-19 due to his lungs, canceling tours in 2019 and 2023. No official cause of death was released, but posts on X and sources like Parade suggest Parkinson's, spinal injuries, and past substance abuse contributed. Speculation about euthanasia in Switzerland surfaced, but Kelly Osbourne debunked similar rumors on July 11, 2025, saying, "He's not dying," and slamming AI-generated claims. Ozzy's biography is a saga of survival. From a Birmingham kid to the voice of Iron Man and War Pigs, he defined heavy metal with Black Sabbath's raw, industrial sound. Fired in 1979 for substance abuse, he reinvented himself with Blizzard of Oz, backed by guitarist Randy Rhoads. His antics, biting doves, snorting ants, sparked outrage, including a 1985 lawsuit over Suicide Solution, dismissed as the song addressed alcohol's dangers. Ozzy faced criticism from religious groups, with Cardinal John O'Connor claiming his lyrics caused demonic possession, to which Ozzy retorted, "I'm just John Osbourne, a working-class kid." He was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame with Black Sabbath in 2006 and as a solo artist in 2024. Ozzfest and the Osbournes made him a pop culture icon, while his 2020 album Ordinary Man and a 2019 Post Malone collaboration showed his relevance. His final show, a triumphant farewell, fulfilled his wish to return to Birmingham. The world mourned Ozzy with tributes from Elton John, who called him one of the funniest people I've ever met, to Metallica, who said, "Rock and roll would not be as loud or as fun without you." Tony Iommi wrote, "I just can't believe it," while Youngblood vowed to carry Ozzy's spirit in every note. On X, fans and peers like John Bon Jovi and Ronnie Wood shared heartbreak, with one user noting, "He performed a show a few weeks ago, which was insane." Ozzy's legacy lives in his music, his family, and the millions he inspired to embrace their inner rebel. As he said in 2018, "I don't understand why I'm alive still after the hell-raising days." His story is a reminder to live boldly, love deeply, and never stop rocking. If Ozzy's journey, from a factory kid to a heavy metal god, stirs your soul, please like this video and subscribe for more stories of legends who shaped our world. Thank you for joining me in celebrating Ozzy Osbourne, the Prince of Darkness, and until next time, let's keep his music cranked to 11.